Hey Taurus, welcome to Tarot Hill. Welcome to the place where we inspire the high vibers. You feel me? I'm still on break, but I'm doing this end of year 2023 reading or whatever. Okay. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Taurus collective need to know? Baby. What? Why did I channel Biggie just now? What happened? All right, cool. So we have in the hand, the universe is your partner, okay? God is your friend, okay? We have empty wells, time to replenish. Eye of the needle, intentionality, and connectivity, jeweled web. All right, these are all just feeling disjointed, and I know there's a cohesive message here, but for some reason it's coming through very disjointed. And what that impression is letting me know is it's something. There's a lot of moving parts that do not feel like they're connected, and it will come together at some point, but right now it just might feel like, oh, this is happening over there, that's happening over there, that thing is happening, and you might not realize how much it's all connected. It's all like a divine thing. It's all like a divine plan, a scheme, if you will. All right, some of it might make sense, some of it might not. Some might be pleasant, some might not be pleasant, but they're all moving pieces, moving parts that are pieces of the same big puzzle, even if it doesn't look like it. Okay, don't worry about trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Take some time to rest when need be. Some of you guys might be burning out. It's something like you might be chasing the solution, right? Like you're trying to chase the answer. You're trying to figure out, like, well, why did that happen and that happen, or when is that going to work out for me, or if this works out, then that'll be great. And then, and it's like you're constantly chasing is what I'm getting. Okay, here's how it's coming through. Let's say I go for a job. I go for a job, right? And and I'm really hyped about the job and blah, blah, blah. If I get that job, then I can do this, that, and that, and that. And then boom, don't get the job. And I'm like, okay, well, let me go for the next job, right? And then I'm like, okay, well, this job, I could do this, that, and that, and that. I don't get that, boom. Then I go for the third job and I'm like, oh, whatever, I don't even know now. And then the second job calls me back, and the first job, actually, you find out later on that you knew someone that worked at the first job, and now they're calling you back. Something like that, where it doesn't look like it works out, but then it works out, for example. Some things just don't work out, but it actually was meant to trigger a train of thought. It's so many that's what I'm trying to say. It's complex reasons why things are happening. You're not going to know why. You're just not going to know why. And please do not worry yourself and try to make sense of any of this. It's going to feel like it's no rhyme or reason to anything. It's meant to trigger thought processes. Ultimately, your rejection from this one thing is going to give you an idea for something else. All right? Every time you bump into something, it changes your frequency, it changes your energy in some way. All right, so that's what's happening. You're having these experiences that feel like they're disjointed, and they don't really connect, but they're making you bounce to something else. And while you're bouncing to different things, you're actually creating a picture. You're creating a web of experiences, and that experience is creating like this really huge picture that you can't see yet. It's a beautiful web that is your manifestation. Don't try to figure out what it is, though, because that could drive you nuts. That can drain you. Accept what comes, accept what doesn't come. If something doesn't work out, just go with the flow of your thought process afterwards, because sometimes it's not the tangible opportunity. Sometimes it's where it leads you next, okay? This seems the schemes are complicated, like a web, Interesting. Okay, let's get into the reading. I usually say this for my Capricorns, but I'm using this deck for y'all because you special. Okay, all right, let's go. Wait, hold on. What? Ace of Cups coming through. Ace of Cups, baby. Okay, this is like golden. All right, there we go. Ace of Cups. You bouncing. I don't know what that is. Why I gotta do this? Why that rejected me? Why was I pushed to do this and it didn't work out anyway? I don't know why that thing worked out. I don't know why this person said that. I don't know how this person started working with me. I don't know why I wanted to go to this store. Ace of Cups. It's a whole complex scheme that's all being led for you to have this ultimate experience. It's all gonna make sense when you have this ultimate experience. This end game, the reason, not your end game, the universe's end game, okay? They have a scheme to get you to this thing, and they're just putting breadcrumbs, and you're just picking up the breadcrumb. Just don't look at every breadcrumb like the end all be all right now, or maybe for the remainder of the year or even into next year. Some of you guys, this might be a story for the next year, you know, where it's like you're getting breadcrumbs. When you pick up a breadcrumb, just know that for what it is. Expect that to be what it is and be able to dispose of it when need be. Okay, not everything is the end all be all. They're all stepping stones. There we go. It's like jumping, a frog jumping from lily pad to lily pad. You don't stay on that lily pad and be like, this is my home. No, you don't park there. This is not a moment for you to park. You're meant to jump, you see? This jumping from point to point, and every point has its own purpose, and it has its own frequency. It has its own energy that it's triggering in you. Every experience is activating something different in you. So don't park at any experience. If you find yourself experiencing something and then you're getting kicked out of the experience, know that the activation is done. And now it's time to have the new experience and the new activation. Allow yourself to keep activating different parts of you. Okay, now that I'm hearing like different parts of you, this could be different types of experiences. Okay, you might be, okay, back to the disjointed experiences. Some of you guys might have interests that feel like it's all over the place, or projects that are all over the place. It's so that you can have different types of experiences, so that you can have this ultimate experience that requires all of these experiences in one. It ties them all into one. Right now, you can't see what it's going to create. You can't see the bigger picture that requires all of these experiences yet, because you're just in this moment of jumping around and creating the picture. Okay. We have the artist coming through. Some of you guys are creatives, all right? And some of you guys are learning different, if you're a visual artist and you're learning new mediums, okay? Or whatever the case is, you're learning new skills, and it's not necessarily mastering these skills. You guys are just learning how to do this thing. I'm going to learn how to paint a little bit. I'm going to learn graphic design. I'm going to learn photography. I'm going to learn videography. I'm going to learn all these things, so I just have my hand in it, because there's some big thing that's coming in that requires you to just have knowledge of all of that. Some of you guys, okay, there might be a huge opportunity coming up, and it's important that you know all of these little things. But when you have this moment, now, if you don't know that, and now let's say you have an opportunity to be a photographer, and then you park on being a photographer, and you're like, this is my job forever. Now you're stopping yourself from learning all the other things that you need to actually have this big thing, okay? So if you have a photography experience, opportunity, and then it ends, don't be disappointed that it ends. It's supposed to end because now you have to jump to graphic design, right? You're supposed to jump around right now. Don't beat yourself up for having to jump around, or not being committed to too many, not being committed long enough to projects. This is like a moment of exploration. It's not exploration for the sake of exploration. It's picking up knowledge. All right. You're the King of Swords coming out in reverse, because there is this lack of seeing why it's happening. And that's by design. This isn't your plan. This is a divine plan. Just go with the flow. Okay. The Hermit card coming through. Please take time, because you are picking up on so many different energies, and you're scattering your energy a lot, and not in a bad way. you're supposed to, like I said, you're supposed to be having a lot of different types of experiences right now, but it is scattering your energy, all right, because you're not focusing on one thing and just having one routine and, you know, whatever the case is. So because of that, you are going to have to pencil in time for straight up relaxation and quiet time, all right, with this Hermit card coming through. You're going to have to honor this reset moment, because once again, the burning out is happening. Is happening right now for some of you guys, and you're gonna have to learn how to balance. See, some of you guys, all of these opportunities are happening at once, okay, where you're just learning a bunch of things at once or whatever. Some of you guys are juggling a whole lot, and you are going to have to just set that intention. Okay, set that intention to find time to balance, whatever. Even if it's just like, okay, from 5 to 7, I don't know why those numbers, I literally just saw it, 5 to 7, that's your time to relax, you know. Anyway, 5 of Wands coming through. Yeah, look, okay, here's what I'm gonna say too. There might be some pressure to commit, okay? There's gonna be pressure to commit. Other people might be like, hey, why don't you just stick to one thing? Why do you keep jumping around? Why are you doing this? Look, they don't know the vision, okay? They don't know the bigger picture. They don't know what you're working towards, okay? And some of y'all don't even know what y'all working towards. Y'all might have an inkling, whatever the case is. It doesn't matter. And you do what your heart feels right now, because that jumping around right now, this is the time to jump around, okay? It's the time to jump around. It's the time to learn new things, be more adventurous about what you're learning. Pick up as much knowledge as you can about whatever tickles your fancy, all right? And your fanny. You feel me? And don't let anyone pressure you into sticking to one thing. It's gonna make you more well-rounded, all right? And that's the purpose of this. Right now, this is about you becoming more expansive and activating different parts of you. You're gonna learn more about yourself too because of this. You're gonna learn what you're capable of. You're gonna have some hidden skills that's gonna come out, or maybe some dormant skills, some skills maybe that you had as a kid, that you kind of pushed to the side, you forgot about, whatever the case is. The Lovers card, this is putting you into major alignment where you're using all that you have. You're exploring all that you have within you, and then eventually you're going to have a chance to have a platform or something like that. It's going to be an opportunity to show all that you have, okay? Acting, drawing, dancing, whatever. I don't know why I want to stick into the creative realm. Some of you guys are creatives, okay? This is definitely giving creative energy. Don't be afraid to show different sides of you. Don't be afraid to, if you're an artist or something like that, don't be afraid to, if you're a musician, don't be afraid to switch up your sound, all right? And just give the different genres of music, right? Yeah, try it all. Don't be afraid to be flexible in your brand as well. Like, just try it. All right, and then do something else, you know, keep them guessing. Right now, that'll be the fun of it. Keep them guessing, all right, if you have a brand. 4 of Pentacles coming through. Ultimately, you will always be you, but how you're presenting might show up differently, and that's the fun of it, all right? Some of you guys, that is your skill set, your versatility. You need to show your versatility more. You're not meant to be a one-trick pony, some of you guys, okay? This could work in a corporate world, or it could be a creative thing, whatever the case is. Some of you guys, you are more versatile than you're letting off. And you need to let people see how versatile you are, all of the tricks that you have up your sleeve. And some of you guys are learning more tricks, right? As you continue to explore your creative path, or career path, whatever this is. Anyway, this is exciting. This seems like a creative revolution for you guys for the upcoming year. What's overall advice for them? What we got here? 2 of Wands. I feel like at the end, oh my gosh, at the end of, maybe this was your journey this year, okay, whatever. But at the end of this process, whenever this process ends, you're going to look at everything that you've done. Like, and it's going to be this beautiful mosaic, and you're just going to be like, whoa, wow, I did this. That didn't work out, but it's fine. I did it, you know, and I tried that. And I learned so much from that. Oh my gosh, that was trash, but but I did it, you know. And it's probably gonna be some failed attempts, and that's fine. Like all of that is, be light about it. Don't park in any of these places. None of these are meant to be permanent. Whenever you get into this multiple project mode, none of them are meant to be permanent. They're all just training grounds for the big kahunas, the big you feel me? Okay. All right. I'm done talking. All right. Well, have fun with it. Oh my God, I'm so excited for you, Taurus. Even though y'all probably gonna be, you know, you're gonna have to get used to the change and the flexibility, right? But have fun. Look at it as a forward progression, not as you jumping from one thing to the next. That might be more helpful, a helpful perspective. All right. Well, happy holidays. Happy New Year, and I'll see y'all next year. Peace.